Successful adult men. What advice would you give to an 18-year-old guy that wants to succeed? Do what you want to do with your life. Don't allow anyone to project their fears onto you. And if you want to do something, do it. Invest young and not into these fat investments, but safe ones such as index funds or mutual funds. Don't be afraid to spend money to invest in yourself and future. College is expensive, and make sure that you know you want to go. And if you do, don't be partying all the time. Enjoy your time and have experiences. But at the end of the day, don't flunk out. Don't allow people to derail you from your goals. Keep like-minded people in your life and cut ties with people that don't, including family. Don't be afraid to cut people out of your life. Find something that you love to do, or at least enjoy. There is nothing worse than working at a job you hate. Don't overlook skilled trades as a career option. College isn't for everybody. And it would be very difficult for AI robots to replace electricians, plumbers, etc. When considering career opportunities, don't discount retirement benefits. This might not seem like a priority when you're young, but time flies and it will become important before you know it. So don't overlook jobs that may not pay that well, but have great retirement benefits: teacher, law enforcement officer, firefighter, civil servant, military officer, etc. Live within your means and avoid high-interest debt. What celebrity death saddened you the most? Amy Winehouse. She was so talented. I always remember her very public deterioration, getting scary skinny, wandering around at night barefoot with blood and bruises, and then get really sad. Bob Saget. It felt very sudden and random, and I was rewatching Full House and just watched the spin-off, so he was very much in my mind. James Gandolfini was an immense talent, and people often forget how The Sopranos changed the entire landscape of television. His acting helped usher in a golden age of television that's still going strong to this day. Lance Reddick. A friend talked me into seeing John Wick 4, and I really loved everything Lance had been in and was excited to go. Then he just passed away, which really saddened me as it was so unexpected. Naya Rivera. Not her fan, but the way she died was really tragic. Thinking of her child left alone on that boat for hours looking for his mama hurts my chest. Avicii. It was a delayed saddening too. Not sure why, but it was few years after his death. I was listening one of his tracks in a car and it hit me hard. I had to pull over to cry it out. Judith Barcy. Voice of Ducky from The Land Before Time. I was still pretty young when it happened, so I don't remember it. But it's so sad. She and her mother were killed in a murder/suicide by her abusive father. They had even left him because of his abuse. But he found out where they were. She was 10 years old. Prince. I say that only because I've seen him live and wish I could see him again. In 56 years, I've only been to 4 major concerts. Beyoncé, Prince, and multi-star concerts. Essence Fest and one other. Prince's / was one of the most gifted people to ever live. Period. Men, what's your age and what's the toughest life events you have been through? 33. My mom passing at 15 from a brain tumor surgery that she didn't wake up from. I had no idea what a tumor was and thought it was a simple surgery and shall be back to normal. In the morning of the surgery before school, she did give me a tight hug, in which I later realized why, and then to find a letter she left me to find in my room few days late. I never got to say goodbye, and I still wake up dreaming of her sometimes and waking up bawling my eyes out. Current situation now is trying to figure out what I want to do for a living, because I didn't take the time to explore or experience different things in my 20s due to just wasting time playing video games, getting drunk and spending too much money on food. 26. Probably breaking up with my first 7 years friend since we were 9. At 23 I was newly single and dating during the middle of COVID. Ended up with a weird shippish situation with my best friend. We fought because we both had some mental issues to work out. Only recently made up. Which is great because she's awesome and we both are in better places to continue the friendship. Dated another girl for about a month or two. She stalked and sent me death threats. Ended up super depressed, 500 miles away from anyone I knew, isolated during COVID, and developed social anxiety and antisocial tendencies that I'm still trying to work past. Oh, and trust issues. Not quite as spicy as others, but yeah. Kinda sucked ass. They lose their fucking mind at 2 a.m. and spend 3 hours rearranging your entire room? That sounds like compulsive behavior. And a bit manic. At that. Human version of the zoomies. If I didn't live with roommates, it'd be the exact same way. The wee hours of the morning is when I always feel the most awake, alive, creative, etc. And because my roommates are sleeping at such hours, all I can really do is bottle whatever feeling I'm having inside and do a more quiet activity, which is currently watch stuff on Hulu via my phone. Definitely do this. The wee hours of the night is the only time I feel like I have to myself, so will work out, clean, do my hair, draw, etc. at that time. They always have their phone on silent? Yes, definitely. It's rude to make noise when I don't want it to. It's my fucking phone. Yup. And got my rear view mirror always flipped to dark mode. Silent all the time. I like to have my peace. Silent. No vibrations. Brightness down. Do not disturb 24/7 lol. I always keep it on vibrate. I do constantly lose it and get pissed at myself for keeping it on vibrate. But I never change it. How do I keep myself smelling good? Lots of water intake. This helped with mine so much. Every day apply straight vinegar to your pits, feet, crotch, whatever. It burns but it fucking works. Everyone gets smelly after a day or hard work or exercise. You might want to try an antiperspirant rather than deodorant. Also, Old Spice might not be a good scent for your particular body chemistry. You could try showering in the morning. How often do you change your bedsheets/bedding? Use soap and deodorant that smells nice. Get a good antiperspirant and apply it generously. Nivea Invisible works well with me and leaves no marks on my shirt. Also, if you can afford it, get Botox for your armpits. It will stop the sweating altogether for several months after each treatment. I would try to figure what the smell is. Do you smell like dirty pits? Dirty balls? Dirty laundry? Or maybe the food you eat? Once you figure that out, you can fix it. Start by changing your products. Not sure if you are using spray or solid, but Old Spice spray is deodorant. Just basically men's perfume, not antiperspirant. It smells repugnant to many women, especially over work sweat. I hate it. It smells like a funky old folks' home. Get an antiperspirant with a light clean scent. Read up on what foods affect body odor. Change your diet accordingly. Get a good bar soap. Use it daily. I would probably recommend the morning if you're conscientious about people you work with. Drink plenty of water. Wash your clothes, especially if diet has affected your body odor. Wash your bed sheets. Apply normal amounts of deodorant and cologne if desired. Most people will also find it annoying if you overdo it on body scents. Talk to your doctor about other options.